This week we're going to highlight the price volatility associated with the USDA March supply-demand report. Then we're going to turn our attention to the history of December corn futures and focus on the crop insurance price that was just set here in February. We're going to turn our attention to U.S. weather trends, take a look at planting progress in Brazil, and wrap things up with a review of export trends here in the U.S. Hi, this is Brian Bastine with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We've moved into early March here, and there's a lot going on. At the top of the list is on Tuesday, March 10th at 11 o'clock Central Time, USDA will release their monthly supply-demand report. Let's take a look at the history of the price volatility in old crop May corn futures associated with that report. What we did with this slide was look at the change in May corn futures on the day that the report is released compared to the previous day. About the last 10 years here, you can see there's a few years there where the price didn't move much, but there's also several years where we saw a nickel, a dime, even more price change, both to the upside and to the downside. That's why it's critical that you work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to have your marketing positions in place prior to the release of the report on Tuesday. Let's shift gears now and look at the history of December corn. Now, the crop insurance projected price was established here in the month of February. It was at $4.62 a bushel. And December corn now, as you enter March, has bumped up a bit to $4.70 a bushel. But look at the key message between those two yellow bars. The potential for price volatility is quite high. That's why it's important to manage price movement and avoid price prediction. Let's shift gears now to weather trends in the U.S. We're going to take a little bit of a longer-term view this week, looking at the trends for the month of March, courtesy of National Weather Service. Now, National Weather Service Drought Monitor comes out every Thursday. This is the most recent one that is updated as of February 24th. You can see there's some areas of concern, primarily across parts of Illinois, central Indiana, moving a little bit further west into parts of southeast Iowa. But there is some concern about dry weather. Let's take a look at now at the month of March. National Weather Service came out here. You can see that heavy green area there. National Weather Service is pretty confident it's going to be above normal precip, highlighted by quite a bit of rain this week across the Midwest. What about temperatures? Now, temperatures you can see here are going to be warm during the month of March according to the National Weather Service. So it'll be interesting to see how this forecast plays out. Let's take a look at the potential for drought improvement now during the month of March. Now, what the National Weather Service did here was give us our monthly drought outlook. You can see across Illinois there, many areas where drought removal is likely, or drought remains but improves. And that's also true for parts of central Indiana, northwest Ohio, and southeast Iowa. So we'll keep an eye on this for you over the next few weeks. Let's shift our attention now to Brazil, where they're wrapping up corn planting. Again, this is double crop corn after the soybean harvest. They're about 65% done nationwide. That's a little bit ahead of average now as we enter the month of March here. So again, critical months here, March, April, and May for Brazil corn. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in U.S. corn exports. Corn exports remain record high here, 45% above last year as we enter the month of March. However, we want to continue to remind you that the U.S. crop size is still overwhelming that export pace, and ATI is forecasting U.S. corn carryout to increase 53% in 25-26. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. Remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. And make sure to join us at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday, March 10th, for a detailed market analysis of the report. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.